So welcome to the team call, guys. It's so exciting to see so many of you on here today. We've got quite a few things to cover. We're going to do a bit of a power hour, so we're going to cover that off. And before we do that, we've got a few announcements, a few things to share. Donna's got something she's tried that she's going to share with us, which is going to be amazing. So just bear with me and I will just share my screen. Sam is still trying to get on the call. So just bear with me. Okay. Let's just pop across here. So just click present. Oh, my internet is being slow. I really hope that doesn't mean that the call drops out. Okay, so welcome to the call. So before we go into the power hour, as I said, we've got a few things to talk about. So for the UK, our Fruit Punch Energize is launching on the 27th. So in 3 days' time. I know we've been like gagging for another flavor, so just make sure you don't miss that one. I'm sure the supplies will be relatively limited, so I just get that diary reminder in your diary, and obviously if I get notification on the time that it's going to launch, which I'm sure we will in time, I will let you know. Coach Summit. Now we've got some brand new coaches, we've got some coaches that have been at Summit, and as we all know, it's a little bit of a weird one this year. Of course, we're not all able to meet in the flesh, but Summit is the event of the year. We were supposed to be in New Orleans in July and they've had to cancel it. But what is great is that you should all be able to make it because it's going to be remote. Summit is the most incredible opportunity to really get a grasp of just how powerful this community is, and really some of the stories, some of the successes, and really what this opportunity can do for your life. And I know we've got several people on here who were at Summit. I don't think there's anybody here that came to Summit with me last year that has left, right? So Summit is the most impactful thing you can do for your business. Touch wood, it will happen next year. You all need to be there. There is going to be a huge gaggle of us walking across the stage. We have some real excitement in the team at the moment. We have some people absolutely flying. And I know without question, we're going to have diamonds, star diamonds, elite coaches walking across the stage. But this is week beginning July the 13th. So make sure that you have that in your diary. And obviously, as we get more info, I'll let you know. And this stuff, guys, you can always check on the dashboard of your coach office. So it's always in the announcement section just as you log in. So you can always find this stuff. And France is launching on the 27th of May. So for the French speakers, you want to kind of really start to get excited, start connecting with, obviously, accounts in France, fitness accounts in France. I know Tasha speaks French. She's been really excited about it. So just really know that is an incredible launch. And Beachbody, I know, has phenomenal plans to expand in through Europe and then down towards Australia and all of the rest of it. And I know a lot of us end up speaking to Australians and then finding that we can't ship there. So just watch this space. You guys that were on the call, one second, let me just check this before we carry on. Yes, Shannon, that's amazing. Boom. Make sure you let UK corporate know about that because they need French speakers. Or just let me know. So the Level Up Mentorship is something that I've been talking about now for a couple of weeks, and it really is, it's going to be a group of girls that have submitted their tracker to me 2 weeks in a row. So I need that second week of your tracker by the close of play today, guys, if you want to be considered. You need to be Emerald or above. And this is really going to be a group where I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you out of your comfort zone. I'm going to get you doing sneak peeks. I'm going to get you using a completely new tracker. And it is going to involve a level of accountability that you're not used to. Okay. So really with this, I need you to think about whether or not this is something you want to do, because we will need you to be accountable to the rest of the group in here. We're going to be pushing for diamond. We're going to have a lot of diamonds pop out of this. And I know we've got a lot of girls that are really excited to join this. But you do need to submit that to me by this evening. I need your goals for the month, for the year, and your long-term vision. So of course, if you haven't got your vision locked in place for however it looks for you right now, it's going to be very hard for you to push your goals. So in return for that and your accountability, I'm going to give you a lot of my time. I'm going to be helping you really propel your business. So you're going to get 3 small group calls with me. It's going to be 3 weeks long, and then you'll get one-on-one hour calls with me weekly, and we'll really just work through what's blocking you and kind of get you going. Okay, and then I was speaking to Donna about this earlier on. It's something that we've discussed. We meant to do it a few months ago, and then I don't know, just time ran away. But because we've got the 140 challenge pack on offer until the end of the month, and I know a lot of you guys are pushing for Success Club, you've got a lot of interested parties, perhaps you've got girls on the fence, and they, you know, they just need to see something more. Donna and I have decided that on Wednesday, we're going to run the boot camp sneak peek, and it's really just going to be us explaining exactly what a virtual gym is, Beachbody On Demand, the nutrition, our experience. So if you've got any prospects who are on the fence and you haven't been able to get them over the line, inviting them in here is going to be really important. And then hopefully you can get them in to your virtual gym or cyber gym, whatever you call it, by the end of the month, and really help you push for those Success Club goals. And get those people in on that reduced offer, because it will go up to 160 into June. So that link was shared in the team page. Just make sure if you haven't added yourself to that and you intend to invite people into it, that you've added yourself. And once Donna and I have locked in a time, we'll let you know in terms of when we're going to go live. Look at this board. It's amazing. Literally, I'm going to move you over here. Donna in at Success Club 14. Anybody that locks in Success Club 10 plus this month is going to get £100 or $100 or 120 Canadian dollars of workout vouchers for whatever workout clothes you want to buy. So Donna's already done that. I'm almost certain she's going to ask me for Sweaty Betty vouchers, 100 quid's worth. So well done, Donna. And I know she's still gunning for more. She is really, really doing well. Like, Donna is leading her own team. She's leading her own team to success. And honestly, like, you guys might have heard me talking about this in my stories, but there is nothing that makes me more emotional in this business than watching somebody come in and be in your business for a year. They come in just as a boot camper, which is how Donna came in, and then they catch the vision, they work on themselves, and they start to help other people see success, not only with their own fitness journeys, but with their own businesses. And I can tell you it's the most phenomenal feeling. So just keep sharing what you're doing. You know, keep sharing, keep consistent. That is the key to all of this, and the rest will follow, I promise you. Well done to Charlotte, who has hit Success Club starters for month 2. I know she's going for Success Club 10. She's got £50 of vouchers coming her way. Anyone that hits Success Club gets £50 or $50 or $60 Canadian in the month of May that will be sent to you by me. And Susan, who has hit Success Club starters full stop. She hit her 3rd full month of Success Club within her first 6 months, which makes her a Success Club starter. And I don't know whether we've got her on the call, but this is the most phenomenal achievement. It really shows the trajectory of her business. Those people that do that within the first few months are often the people that stay the longest and see the most success. And Susan absolutely has gone for it. And I mean, I'm sure she's yet to do more this month. So well done, Susan. You'll also be getting your voucher from me. And Shannon. And this is amazing to watch. Charlotte came into the business, I think 2 months ago now. And she said to me, Izzy, I'm not really interested in the coaching. I'll enroll as a coach. I'll just try the programs. I really like the gym. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. She wasn't really into the shake. I told her to keep having the shake. And she was like, what is it? Protein? I was like, no, not really. But anyway, she has absolutely smashed it. She's hit Success Club 2 months in a row. And not only that, she's brought in one of her school friends who is a teacher, Shannon, who hit Success Club in her first 3 weeks, but she hit Success Club in 24 hours, which makes her a Success Club starter for month 1. And I cannot tell you how exciting it is to watch this. And these 2 girls, like, they're just like doing everything together. They're going to run a sneak peek together. It's honestly, like, it fills me up so much. So well done. And you guys who are almost there, who aren't a Success Club, or even if you're not on the board yet, don't think that means that you're any less capable, that this isn't for you. Like, look at Shannon. She literally messaged me, I think on the Tuesday, and was like, I'm really struggling. You know, she's really struggling. And I kind of ran a few scenarios by her, and literally within 24 hours, she'd helped 3 people. So always know that it is your mindset that's going to determine where you sit. And just meet people where they are. Genuinely want to help them with their journey. Don't think about them as a number. Ask them questions, and the rest will follow. Well done to Taylor. I know she's a relatively new coach on Donna's team. She's smashing it. And yeah, her Instagram is amazing. It's amazing to watch her. And Helen, who was a boot camper of Lisa's, who has hit Success Club 4. I think she's only a couple of weeks coach. It's amazing to watch. And then you guys here in It's Success Club too, you have all the time in the world. You've got this promotion, you've got $20 or £20 off this month. You can all hit Success Club. Like, even if you're not on this board, absolutely you can. You've got plenty of time, but it's about putting your mind in that game. I'm just going to have a look here. Sorry, we've got lots of comments coming in. Yeah. So I wanted to share this again, and I know I shared it last week, but this book was a book actually that I think Imogen has listened to, and she said, oh, it's a really good book. And I've actually said to people, like, if you're getting lots of no's and it's really affecting you, listen to this book. But I actually hadn't listened to it myself. Like, I just heard it was really good, and I've been listening to it, and it is genuinely blowing my mind. I am learning so much about myself, you know, on this journey. No matter like your experience, your success, there is always more that we can learn. And I think if you have a passion for learning, you are going to be successful in this business, because that's what it's all about: continually growing, continually soaking in more information. And Jessica Higdon is a highly successful network marketer, and this quote stood out to me so much because it really made me remember what it was like as a newer coach coming in and asking people and them saying no and them saying no, and me feeling like I was going to give up and them saying no and no and no. She says, my first 6 months, I didn't sign up a single client. Now, I don't think that is true for anybody that's been in this business that's on this call now, that you've been in the business for 6 months and haven't signed up a single client. So if you've been in this business for 6 months or under and you've not signed up as many people as you wanted to, just know that that doesn't define who you are. By the 18-month point, she had earned $10,000 in 1 month. Okay. It is consistency over time. It is sowing seeds and sowing seeds and sowing seeds and getting no's and asking them questions and continuing in the face of failure. That is what will determine your success. And the other thing that really stood out to me in this book that I wanted to share, and like, again, if you haven't downloaded it, please download it. It's incredible. 37% really feared following up after the first rejection, so much so they didn't follow up after the first time they'd been rejected. Now, stats go to show that most people that are going to enroll after they've rejected you once. So if that's happening to you, try and face that fear in the face and continue. Those two things really stood out to me. Flash sale. Now, where's Donna? Donna's been doing a flash sale. Donna, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks. You go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, I decided to try something different because generally speaking, that I focus on coaching with boot camps, I suppose, as an aside. And I had a bit of a chat with this lovely coach over in the US, and they are obsessed with flash sales. It works really, really well for her and her team. And basically how it works is that obviously Beachbody just now are already doing $20 off or £20 off at the moment. And basically what they do is a bit like a sneak peek. So they invite people, invite sort of prospective customers and coaches into a group. In there are things like you know, just like a little intro, you know, like little welcome, a couple of lives, that kind of thing. But basically for 3 days only, they just fill that group with all of the offers that are available at that price, and then they add something else. So it would be something like if you buy a regular challenge pack, you might get an extra $10 Amazon voucher, for example. If you go for the deluxe one, you might get a $15 one, and they only run it for 3 days. And so she mentioned it to me, and I thought, none of us have ever tried anything like that, and you know, let's just give it a go. So I did it just the end of the week there. So we did it from Wednesday to Friday. I think we ended up with about 40 people in there, with obviously a lot of like our regular coaches and things in there as well. And we put everything into obviously all the different currencies and things like that, and we tended to focus really just on the challenge packs, and we focused a lot on the Ultimate Portion Fix, the 2B mindset, because that seems to be a lot of what people are desperately needing at the moment. And so, but that's kind of it. All we did was build a little group. We added in these kind of graphics that Izzy's showing you just now. we each did a live, and we added in some sample workouts and added some people to the group. I mean, it genuinely like wasn't difficult at all. And we each sold 3 challenge packs. So we each got like 3 customers, 3 challenge packs out of it in the one day. So it went really, really well. And to be honest, there's still people who were in the group who are buying now, and we're just going to honour the same offer. So we'll still give them the same deal. But it was well worth doing, to be honest. And it's something that I wouldn't have necessarily even tried. So it's taken me out of my comfort zone a little bit, because, when we do these kind of groups, it tends to be for either customers who are already there, or it's for coaches for sneak peeks. So yeah, it was very, very different for me, but I would definitely recommend doing it. So basically, I'm thinking with my team, we're thinking of doing one at some point where we like the whole team do one, and we just invite everybody into it. And just, I think I've learned quite a lot from it. So I've learned things like we need to do a few more lives in it. I think we need to probably do like a little workout or something like that. Would be quite good to actually showcase what the workouts look like. But to be honest, in the US, they literally just put graphics up. So it was me that wanted to go a bit crazy and put loads of videos and things like that in. But yeah, honestly, it was really, really good, guys. And it took, I mean, honestly, like probably an hour of work went into that to get to sell 3 challenge packs and when I say sell 3 challenge packs, it wasn't just selling 3 challenge packs. I've got 3 amazing new clients that I might not have gotten otherwise had I not done it. So it just created that kind of FOMO, I think. So, that we made a big fuss when someone purchased. We made a big fuss of them, did some fun gifts and things like that, rang the bell and said, well done, guys. And they got all excited. And then, and then it was just a case of following up with them. It's just, it's something a bit different, but we're definitely going to give it a go.
Thanks, Donna. And Donna spoke to me about it, and she was like, we're doing this thing where we're just putting up graphics, and basically, like, you say, like, do you want it? And we do an offer. And I was like, how does that work? Like, how does that even work? Like, I was like almost horrified, because it's so, like, as Donna said, like, it's so alien to us. We're a team that generally like gets people in with the challenge pack, and we don't like show loads of visuals. But actually, something that I've been seeing in the group that I'm in is that a lot of visuals get shared. And this is, like, as Donna said, it's very common in the States. Like, these aren't my visuals. These are, obviously they're not, because they're all in dollars. And I'm happy to share them, but I am getting my VA to just put the UK prices over them. And obviously what's mine is yours. So anything that is produced that you want to, maybe you want to run it with another coach, like, sounds great. Donna's doing it with the whole team. Maybe that's something we can do. But it is always, like, there's always lessons to be learned. Like, it doesn't matter where you're going, where you've come from. Like, I'd be like, that will never work. Like, I would have like shot that down in flames, and look at what they've achieved. So if that appeals to you and you want to go ahead and do it, like, right now on your own or with someone else, go for it. So thank you so much, Donna. It's been amazing to see that completely new concept. Thanks.
All right.
So power hour. I say power hour. I don't want to keep you all night. So we are going to go until 7, because last time we did this, hopefully we've got some new people on today as well. I think you were all absolutely amazed by how much of the BAT, the business activity tracker, you could get done in, I think we had 40 minutes last time. We're going to have 35 minutes this time. But essentially, this is something that I'm going to say moving forward. If you want to get on a one-on-one with me, I need to know you're doing this. Okay. And I'll put an update in the team page, but this is your key to success, and you will be successful if you're consistent with this over time. So hopefully this is going to help you, like, resediment some patterns, really call yourself out if you have been doing it and perhaps you haven't been using a timer. I know I'm guilty of it sometimes, and I'll just drift, and I'm like, I could have got that done so much quicker if I'd have used a timer. So hopefully you've all got your business activity tracker in front of you. Hold on a second. I think someone's trying to get in. Ginny's trying to get in. I'm actually going to stop screen sharing now, because if people have got questions, it's easy for me to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to initiate connections and followers, okay? And you're going to do that literally for 5 minutes, okay? And I'm briefly going to describe how you're going to do it. Hopefully most of you guys know, but for the newer coaches who are perhaps haven't watched the call yet, you are going to go into an account that it is an account that you would go to look at or follow or like their posts in normal life, i.e. not Coach Life. Like, what kind of person is it? You're going to go into that account, okay? And you are going to go and engage on that person's account first. So you're going to like maybe 2 or 3 photos, genuinely like them. Don't just like them for the sake of liking them. And then comment on one of the pictures that would be a genuine comment. Don't just put like a nice picture. Like if you don't engage authentically in Instagram, you are not going to build connections. People are going to see straight through it. So genuinely, like, write something that you genuinely feel or connect with. Like, wow, I love that top. Where's it from? You look gorgeous in it. That color really suits you. Like, that would, you know, I'm that kind of girl who's like all into fashion. I write those kind of comments. That's me. I know that's not all of your jam, but that's really my jam. So go and find that account, and maybe even flag that account if you haven't, because that's where you can start doing these connections every single day. So you're going to go into that account. You are going to go into their list of followers. Now, if some of you have got established accounts, go for your life. But for the purposes of being careful, I don't want anyone to get blocked. You are going to follow 20 people, okay? You're going to look at their little circle faces, and you're going to base the follow on, okay, does that face look like someone I want to follow, okay? Don't think for too long about it. Follow 20 of them. Comment on 10 of those profiles. Again, go into their profile, genuinely comment on something as before, and then go back out into your regular feed and like 25 photos, okay? And I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to start the timer. 3, 2. Any questions before I start? Sorry, I probably should have asked. Hopefully not. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. If you've got questions, just pop them in the chat box, guys. Yes, sorry, Tasha, find them through IG. Yeah, find an IG account that you like the look of, that would be your kind of account, and go in there, engage on that profile, and then follow 20 to 30 of their followers and comment on those accounts. Yeah. You've still got 3 minutes. Still got 2 minutes, guys. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, as Elaine says, just keep following up with her. You could say something like, I don't know whether this is a mistake. Sometimes they're bots, Shannon, on those. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Perfect. So we're not going to do kind of the second section where we do a social media post. We're not going to draft that now because we're really just going to be taking the action now. Okay. The social media post is more creative. That could be something that you schedule out on a Sunday if that suits you. That I know Donna does that. I don't know whether she's still doing it. I don't like to do it. I like to do it on the day, but that's kind of more creative. This is like the taking action so you can see how quick it can be when you put yourself on a timer. So updating your stories, clearly you're just going to do that as you go through the day. Make sure you've covered off those boxes, guys. Just make sure you've done it. It should be pretty easy. It shouldn't take you much time. So now we're going to go to respond to all new likes, comments, or views. Okay. And I'm just going to quickly cover off what I've covered off on previous couple of calls. But if someone is liking my stuff, following me, or watching my stories and they're new, I will always drop them a message unless I look at their account and think that's really not for me. I'll drop them a message and I'll say, hey, I'll always use their name. Thank you so much for watching my stories, liking my recent post, following me. I really love your page, or there's something on that page that I love. I'll make a point about it. I don't spend a lot of time doing this, guys, because it's all about the number of contacts we make. Thanks so much for liking it, whatever. I love your page. So comment, compliment, question, write that down. Comment, compliment, question, always with that initial connection, okay? So comment, thanks so much. Compliment, I love your page. Your dog's cute. Oh, look at your little boy. You know, whatever it might be. Question, how long have you been on your fitness journey, or are you on a fitness journey too? And I know we've got a lot of new coaches on here that I use that initial connection with, and they'll be like, I recognize that. So if it's clear somebody's on a fitness journey, obviously don't ask them if they're on a fitness journey. Like, you want to make sure that because they'll just think you haven't even looked at their page, which is just a bit embarrassing. Okay. But if you use that question, it's really going to show somebody, right, this girl wants to talk to me about fitness. Okay. And if it's really not their jam, they're not going to reply. Okay. So you're going to go into either your story watchers, your likers, or your new follows, and you're going to start doing those messages. Okay. I'm going to just give you 5 minutes for the purposes of today. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And if you've got questions, just pop them in the chat box again. Oh, if someone's unfollowed me and you've had a conversation with them and they've seen the message, I would follow up with them. If there's someone that said they're initially interested or they've replied to you, yeah, I would. Okay, you've still got 3 minutes. 2 minutes to go, guys. Okay, another 30 seconds. Okay, let's stop there. So hopefully you've been able to see with those 2 tasks how when I set you on a timer, you're literally like, get to work. You don't dawdle. You don't drift onto someone's Instagram profile for a long period of time. You just get it done. And this is why my strong advice to you, particularly if you're working full time, which most of you guys are, you need to set timers on your bat, right? It is the best way to make the best use of your time. And if you want to maximize this opportunity and really start to build, you need to set timers. It needs to be a non-negotiable. Do you follow the people you comment, compliment, and like on? Yes, the people I'm commenting on, I've followed their pages, and yes, otherwise I think it's a bit weird. I don't know, that's just my personal thing. I think it's nice to follow people. I just think it's courteous. Okay, now we're going to do some invites, okay? So you're really going to think about, and this is where a marketing calendar comes in. I'm not going to talk about this for ages. I've done calls on this. My newer coaches, I've spoken to you about this. But if you don't have one of these, an 18-month promoting marketing calendar, which you can get on Amazon, I strongly advise you to get one. It is a double page for a month. And you can start to map out your groups, okay? And as you will hear me say, and I'm going to say it again, if you're not calling your group to action for 2 weeks before it starts, you can bet your bottom dollar that you're not going to fill it up, okay? You need to be talking about that group for 2 weeks solid, to the point that you think people are going to be bored crapless of me talking about this in my stories. That's what people need to see. People need to see it several times. They need to see your enthusiasm. They need to see you talking about it in a different way. It's like when you find a top you like on a site and then it follows you into Facebook. That's exactly how this works. And if you're not going to talk about it for 2 weeks solid, you're going to miss the opportunity to get anybody on board, and it will come as no surprise to me that no one will enroll. So I'd rather be blunt, because it's taken me a long time to realize that for myself. And my success and trajectory with people onboarding is absolutely because I talk about things for 2 weeks solid before the thing starts. So this is where a marketing calendar comes in. You're going to work out when that group starts. You're going to backtrack 2 weeks. And that point is where you start talking about it. You want to have your visuals ready. You want to be talking about it in your stories, and you want to be showcasing it, okay? Talking about it every day. So with that in mind, then you're going to invite people, okay? An invite will not make sense if you aren't talking about it in your stories. They're going to go, okay, cool, this girl's talking about a virtual gym, and I cannot see anything about it in their stories. I can't see what that looks like. They're not screen recording what that looks like. People don't know what we know, right? They need to be shown this stuff. They need to get FOMO. They need to get fear of missing out, okay? So just make sure that if you haven't done that, and maybe you haven't, because a lot of us haven't, I wasn't doing it up until recently, I'll be honest, that you start doing it tomorrow or right now. That invite is going to be much better received when they're like, okay, cool, this girl's legit because she's talking about it, she's getting excited about it, and now she's inviting me to it. All pieces together. So your invite, if you're inviting to a challenge group, this is the sort of thing that I say. I'm just going to briefly cover it off. I know a lot of you guys have got your scripts. There are scripts in the team page, but for me at the moment, I've got my virtual gym that is about to kick off for June. I'm in prep week tomorrow and it will go full swing on the 1st of June. So let me just read what I've got. So, hey, using a name, I hope you're well. I wanted to let you know that my virtual gym for June will kick off in prep week on Monday, the 25th of May, and I thought it might be of interest. If I sent you some more details, would you like to take a look? Again, always use that question. If I do X, will you do Y? Crucial. You'll always get a response generally. If I do X, will you do Y? So if I sent you some more details, would you like to take a look? We're having a lot of fun, and I'm so excited to do this boxing and strength training program with healthy, abundant eating with more like-minded women. So I wanted to extend the invite. No worries if it's not of interest, just let me know, okay? Always give them an out because they're not going to feel pressurized or cornered. They're going to see you being courteous, and you're much less likely to get somebody telling you to get lost. And also you're much more likely to create a relationship that is ongoing, whether or not they say no initially, okay? Because you're just being nice. So you are going to go in, you're going to find that list of people to invite. If you've sent somebody an initial message that says, hey, the one we were doing before, you are going to go in. What I do is the next day I invite them. Whether or not they've replied to that initial message, they get an invite from me to whatever I'm doing right then and there. So at the moment, I'm in my boot camp season. Okay, my sneak peek's just been done. I've got my new girls into their mentorship. So I'm not really talking about coaching right now. I'm talking about my virtual gym. So whatever you're inviting into, you are going to go and invite those people. If you don't have a tracking system yet, and again, if you're new, you probably don't, just go into your Instagram messages and find people that you've sent messages to that perhaps have replied and you haven't invited, or perhaps you've sent them a message a day, a couple of days ago, a week ago, and send them that invite, okay? So I'm going to give you 7 minutes for this so that you can get your invite together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And really, you want to be inviting minimum 10 people a day, guys. And if you're like, what's that? Oh, that's okay, Paige, don't worry. Oh, you want the invite? I'm going to write it in the chat box. Okay. Hit return and it's sent, sorry. If you've got a name for your virtual gym, I'd always use that because it sounds fun. I'm not a very quick typer. I'm really not a very quick typer, it's hilarious. Okay, see why I voice clip. I hate typing things out. I don't voice clip invite, just so you know, for the most part, I do actually send it in a text. I'll give you 4 more minutes on this one, guys, since I've just typed the invite out for you. And don't feel you have to use that, guys. You want to resonate with what you're sending. If that's not how you would speak, don't send it. Just make it your own. I'll just copy that invite into the chat thread, guys, and it might be easier for you to copy and paste. Okay, still got 3 more minutes. Okay, 40 seconds. No worries, Tasha. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So hopefully you've been able to get at least 5 invites out in that kind of session. Now, what I would say about inviting is that is the most important one to have on a timer, because we sit there and we go, oh, this person won't be, I can't invite that person, right? That stuff, get that chatter out of your head. Just take action. You don't know whether or not it's of interest. It's not for you to decide. It may well be of interest. I've made assumptions so many times about people not being interested, and then they've approached me and I'm like, damn, I really need to get out of my own head and just send the damned invite, no matter who they are, okay? Unless they're obviously a coach, in which case don't do that. So the final thing that we're going to do is follow up with the people you've invited. So if you've got a tracking system, if you're a more established coach, go to your Teamsy or your Streak or your Excel spreadsheet. You're going to do your follow-ups, okay? Your follow-ups are obviously going to be all manner of different things. It's really about building connections with people. Like, where did you leave off? Were they interested? Did they say not right now? Did they say reach out at a later date? In which case, reach out at a later date and let them know what you've got to offer. Like, are you running a sneak peek? You know, if it was a coach info session and someone had said maybe in the future I'd be reaching out. Again, if it's your virtual gyms kicking off, let them know. Like, I'm telling people my son's out, buns out, June virtual gym's going to kick off. I know they said no last month, but do they want to join this one? It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. So, you know, if they've been ill or, you know, they've not had a great time, how are you doing? You know, that kind of thing. So we are just going to do that for 5 minutes. Okay. So get your follow-ups up. Again, if you're a newer coach and you've invited someone and you've been in conversation, you don't have a tracking system yet, just again, go into your Instagram messages, see if there's anything you need to follow up with people on, just to see if they're interested, or maybe you let them know about your virtual gym that's coming up that you're planning, for my newer coaches who've started to get those rolling. Okay, time is going now, 5 minutes. How do you choose your sassy virtual gym names? It's about getting into the creative side of your brain. So really, like, just sitting down and not thinking about being task led, just giving your brain time and just doing a mind map. You're a teacher, you'll know. Like get a little circle and some like, you know what I mean. Just I don't know. What else could I think of for you? I don't know. Bloom in June probably be the wrong kind of thing to say. You know, rhymes are always good. Strong, not skinny. Yeah. Again, you want it aligned with your brand. Like suns out, buns out is the kind of thing that I would say. So yeah, Google search is good for ideas. If you're excited about your boot camp and you like the sound of it, everyone else is going to like the sound of it. It's really important. The name and the branding. Okay, 2 more minutes. I usually follow up about a week afterwards unless the group's starting, in which case I'll be like, just so you know, so that I can re-engage with them. Okay, another 30 seconds on that one, guys. Okay. And the final thing we're going to do, if you've got a challenge group, or even if you don't, and you haven't posted in the group that you're party to, you're going to go and either quickly create a check-in, which you can do in WordSwag on your phone, your daily check-in for your group if you haven't done it, or you're just going to go and post your workouts for the day, your mindset work, a nutritious meal. You're going to go and do that, and it's going to take you 2 minutes. Okay. I'm just trying to show you how quickly you can get this stuff done. Okay. So you've got 2 minutes. if you've already posted in there, don't feel you have to post a load of other stuff that's just completely irrelevant. If you want to, go for it. But Word Swag, for those of you guys that are newer, is amazing for creating quick check-ins for your groups that you can do on your iPhone. So maybe you could download that now if you haven't got it. And Pinterest is a great place to, you could just type in like fitness flat lay or girl boss flat lay, and they're basically flat lays that you can brighten in Word Swag and then put your text over the top and do a check-in. They look really cool. Something I learned. Okay, 20 seconds. Then we've nearly finished the call, guys. I know it's been an hour, but hopefully it's been useful. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So can you see, again, you guys that were on the call before, you will have seen this, like how much a timer calls you out on all the faff and all this that goes on up here. Like the main thing that is going to determine your success is going to be you just sitting there and taking action. Without question. Okay, so if you've got somebody in this group that you get on with quite well already and you're in the same time zone, I strongly advise you try and get a time together in the day where you can nail this together. Like that is going to keep you really accountable. Otherwise, what I do is I just set timers and I go through the stuff. That stuff takes me slightly longer, obviously, because my following's bigger and I've got more engagement and I've, you know, and then the action I'm taking is greater. But there shouldn't be a reason why you can't get that done in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half if, you know, you're a little bit more established. But just know that your success will be determined by doing these things consistently over time, over and over again. And if you are not doing these things, the action points, and you're posting your Shakeology and you're doing your workout and you're doing your post and you're contributing to the challenge group, I can promise you, you don't have a business. Okay, the business is created with those tasks that we have just been doing, and it is so crucial that you do them consistently every day. So whatever it takes you to do those consistently every day, as I said at the beginning of the call, to get you guys kind of more accountable, to really help you see that success, what I'm going to be doing is saying, right, if you want a one-on-one, I need to see that you're submitting your BAT to me every week. I need to see those. And that's for anybody, but my immediately sponsored coaches or in my downline. I'm also going to be doing weekly tracker giveaways so that you can, you know, there's a competition element to it to make it fun for you. But honestly, that is all that I've done to get to where I am. Is like, I could pull out my BATs from the past 8 months. I've done them consistently for 8 months. Okay. And that requires discipline, but I can promise you that consistency over time, the sooner you start doing that, the better. So thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited. As I said, the Level Up Mentorship group, if you haven't sent me across your goals and on your trackers, I really need those tonight, because I'm going to set up that group tomorrow. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Next week, I'm going to do a call on like smashing your bootcamp, how you can go about doing that, planning it. If you've got anything else that you want covering, you want to message me in the group or put it in the thread here. I will always take feedback so we can try and do that. And I'm gonna do our little, I'm gonna do a boomerang. Hold on, before anybody goes. Sorry, I'm just trying to stop the recording.